take that offer Eddie just said in the press conference?
No, because he's lying. He's lying. He's just afraid of me fighting him.
What makes you say he's lying, Eddie?
He even stumbled on the idea of me fighting Boots or Ben. He stumbled on it. He stumbled in even speaking their name into the conversation. He's a liar. I don't have time for that. It's like I either fight the winner or I'm not fighting at all. I'll move on, and guess what? I will have them begging to fight me sooner or later.
So what does moving on look like for you?
Moving on looks like Blair fights Ryan Garcia and becomes one of the biggest leading attractions in boxing history.
Did you expect that answer from Eddie when in terms of fighting Boots next?
Kinda.
So you're not surprised?
Fear is out there, and they should fear the Flair.
What would happen?
The unpredictable. What's the most unpredictable thing that could happen? Flair wins by a ridiculously uncalculated, unforeseen knockout. Things like that happens with Flair fights.
Are you manifesting this right now?
I've manifested this for years. Flair has been through the fire over and over and over again, and it doesn't matter how long they wait, how long they push, how long they put me on a shelf. Flair is going to show up and show out, and down goes Ben, down goes Ennis, down goes all the champions. Flair will be victorious, and Flair will be the best that boxing offers as the most exciting man in boxing.
So will this fight happen with Ennis at any point, at any time?
I guarantee the fans that it will happen sooner or later. It's only a matter of time. And there will be time where Flair's name will rise above them, rise above all of them. And when that time comes, we will see what happens next.
You sparred Ryan before?
Huh?
Have you sparred Ryan before?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what do you have to say about that? And then possibly fighting him? I mean,
he was a very interesting fighter. There was two things that happened in the fight, in this sparring. One, I got knocked down from the hook. I didn't know who he was, so I didn't know that he had a weapon. And I'm like, what's this weird hook that you keep throwing? Like, oh, boom, okay. And then the second thing that happened is the stoppage. I stopped him. I worked him. I beat him down and took away his weapon completely, and went to work like immigrants. You know, and when it was all said and done, they had to quit. But it was great work for the time that it was.
When was this?
Oh man, when I first came to Las Vegas, that was like in the midst of like my 3-year layoff. I had a 3-year layoff, trying to begging God for a fight, you know, wishing for a miracle.
So if the fight happens, it's a completely different fight.
Huh?
So if the fight happens, it's a completely different fight.
No, I wouldn't assume that it would be completely different. It'd simply be, boom, I take away his hook, and then I completely dominate the fight. And what's the odds of him getting hit with the left hand? It's pretty high. What's the odds of him getting hit from the left hand that let's say one of the southpaws that he fought, he got hit with the same shot and got knocked down. Luke Campbell, was it? And then Gervonta Davis, was it? And I'm much bigger, much stronger, and much more calculatively unpredictable and very, very powerful.
And you're still with Don King?
Yes, that is correct.
How is it working with him?
I'm proudly repping Don King. Don King gave me the opportunity that no one else had, and I'm very proud to be Don King's last true champion, rising up through the rankings.
So, rate Ennis's performance tonight.
I give it an 8.
Give it an
8,
8. Okay.
like 8 out of 10. If it was a grade, it'd be a B+. I felt like, because even though he went through some ups and downs in the fights, he got caught a little bit. He did very well, I think, and I don't think it was the weight loss, the weight drop, like his father said. I think he just did the best he could do. What I saw was the things that he got hit is just things that he can't change. It's just a part of who he is. Not everybody can change everything. No one's perfect. No one's perfect, and that's why Blair aims to fight.
So does he get hit too much, in your opinion?
No, everyone gets hit. That's the thing. Everyone gets hit, and when those possibilities come in consideration to somebody as unpredictable as me that actually has a weapon, it's a little bit of a different situation. I mean, if you get hit with the same shots, but like you're getting hit by a guy that doesn't have that kind of punching power, it's a different scenario when somebody else lands the exact same shots, and that's a whole lot more agile.
Thank you, sir.
Just one last thing. Talk about your self-belief, man, because you've been through things inside and outside the ring, and you persevered. And even now, man, you got Eddie Hearn kind of trying to down-talk you,
Nah.
but you're still very confident. You're still...
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard from the down-talk me, right? When the only ex-champion that any of these guys talking about is Conor Ben fighting Chris Algieri. Not one other name. At least I got 2 names. And my 2 fights with crazy-ass circumstances. Major underdog performances. Coming off a 2-year layoff, fighting somebody that people say is washed up, but we're the same fucking age. And he's got 3 months to prepare for me. And he actually had a fight before fighting me. He's not 2 years off, and he's not burnt out of money. So it wasn't even a fair fight, and I still won. So it's just, it's like, what more can you ask for? You know what I mean? And I'm not mad about it. I'm going to move on. I'm going to push harder, and it's going to happen regardless. I believe in God strongly, and I will keep faith until my dying breath. I know there will be a time where the whole world will be hearing the words, "Down goes Ennis, down goes Ennis." I can feel it, I can feel it, I can smell it, I can breathe it, I can hear it, I can see it, and I believe it.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely.